Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, this is Jason Dames with Final Start Fitness, and we are on video 6. Can you believe it? 6 of our insulin resistance and why it matters. We've talked all things blood sugar and insulin on this series, hoping you understand why it's driving chronic disease, as well as making it really hard to lose weight. So on this video, we're gonna be talking about the last particular topic of the 5 key lifestyle factors, which is your nutrition, exercise, sleep, stress, and last one is toxins. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about all things toxins today, so get ready. Intro. Okay, so when we started talking about toxins, this is where people start to be like, hey, you're a little bit crazy on the toxins, you're one of them environmental guys, blah, blah, blah. I will say this, it's very, very important. I don't think people realize how much we're exposed to toxins on a daily basis. And on the last video, if you want to go check it out right there, we talked a lot about how stress impacts insulin through cortisol. Okay, so we also talked about how there's many different stressors, and toxic chemical stress is one of those stressors. And I explained to you on there on the last video that there's lots of different types of toxins. It could be things that we are ingesting or chemicals that we're ingesting through our food. There's so many chemicals. If you start looking on the back of the packages, you'll just start seeing all kinds of things. And normally it's like a list this long, and normally things that you can't pronounce. So it's probably a good idea that those aren't very good and helpful for your body. It could be skincare products or toothpaste that we use, shampoos, soap, all these things that we're using on a daily basis. A lot of these different type of chemicals are in our cleaning products as well. And then you add on top of that a lot of the different environmental things, antibiotics. These are all influencing your hormones, and they're influencing your gut and digestive and your microbiome. Your microbiome is your gut bacteria. You want to have a good ecosystem of different types of bacteria in your gut, and often these chemicals and antibiotics are causing a dysbiosis in the gut. I know you probably don't know what that word means. So basically it's just dysbiosis when you have an imbalance of like good bacteria versus the bad bacteria. And you want good, healthy, friendly bacteria that are gonna help you. They're gonna help you fight off infections, but your immune system also plays a big role in your metabolism too. So it's gonna influence a lot of the hormones, like I was saying. So here's where toxins can specifically really impact insulin and blood sugar at a cellular level. Remember we talked in the first video that insulin resistance is where the cell starts rejecting the signal that insulin is giving to allow the entry of glucose into the cell so it can get used for energy. What ends up happening with the accumulation of all these chemicals is the cells become damaged. They're not able to properly work function. The mitochondria become damaged. These are the powerhouse in the cell that you might have learned in biology. It's where your body burns and creates energy inside each one of your cells. And so when the cells start to get damaged, it starts to drive this insulin resistance. Not to mention when your immune system is in hyperactive overdrive. So what happens is your immune system crosstalks to your regular cells and tells the cells not to take up glucose, because immune cells primarily use glucose. 70% of its energy comes from sugar or glucose. And your immune system always takes precedent, right? Survival is always the main key. So all that energy gets shifted over to fighting off an infection or whatever you got going on in the body. So this is where your immune system is heavily influencing what's happening with your metabolism and why it becomes difficult to lose weight. So this is what I encourage people to do. It's often very difficult for people to get rid of products that they've been using for a long time. It might look as something as simple as this, but maybe it's just starting with the toothpaste that you're using or the shampoo and switching to something that's more of a natural approach. And then just start to build on those habits and change things in little increments over time. Sometimes people look at me and they're like, I think they think I'm fanatical. And these are habits that I've built over years and years and years. It's not something that I just changed everything overnight. So what I'd like to encourage you guys to do is put all these 5 lifestyle factors that we've talked about over this video series, your nutrition, exercise, sleep, stress, and toxins, and start to create small little habits in those particular areas, and it'll make your health journey so much more easier. You're gonna have more energy, you're gonna be able to build muscle more efficiently, you're gonna be able to lose weight, which is ultimately gonna be able to help you get your confidence back, and your confidence is gonna translate into every aspect of your life. Here's the thing, you don't have to be a crazy fanatical person to make all this work. A lot of times in the fitness industry, guys, they really set people up for failure because they make you think that you have to be in the gym 6 days a week for a couple hours a day, that you have to eat 6 to 8 times a day, that you have to add in all the supplementation, and all on top of the things that you're already doing. And it puts you in a position where you feel overwhelmed and you just give up. So ultimately, it just makes more sense to create small manageable habits in each one of these areas. Then your body's gonna be able to recover better and actually function like it's supposed to. And then everything becomes a lot simpler. So with all that in mind, we're gonna close with this insulin series. Hopefully it was really helpful. And if you guys like this information, feel free to like, subscribe, share. Make sure you hit the notification button so you don't miss any of these informational videos. We're gonna be putting out content that helps you specifically in all these lifestyle areas. So guys, make sure you don't miss out. Thank you so much for being a part of this community. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great day and God bless you. Peace.
Wait.